Why red? Could it just be a tragic coincidence, or is there something more to this? Is it really a ghost, or could it be something else entirely? I'm Kim, and this is Hun Channel.
The tragic incident of the red-clad woman jumping from a building in Yaoi Estate, Tuen Mun, in 2006 carries deep cultural and psychological implications. The act of suicide, in red, the vengeful spirit, folk beliefs, and religious rituals all intertwine, forming the core of Hong Kong's unique fear of the red-clad ghost. Whether rooted in history or as part of modern-day supernatural legends, the image of the red-clad ghost has become deeply ingrained in people's minds, making it one of the classic urban legends. Chapter 1. The Death God's Arrival on Ghost Festival. On the 14th of the 7th month in the lunar calendar, Hong Kong observes the Ghost Festival, a day when the gates of hell are believed to open. According to tradition, this day is when the spirits of the deceased return to fulfill their unfinished business, and it has become one of the most terrifying days in many people's memories. However, on this particular day in 2006, a trailing suicide occurred in the Ming house of Yaoi Estate in Tuen Mun. Yip Siu Wan, 55, chose to take her own life on this ominous day, wearing red clothes, red pants, red shoes, and even applying red nail polish and lipstick. Her actions were ritualistic, giving her suicide a strange and unsettling aura. Yip Siu Wan stood in the corridor on the 21st floor of Ming House, scattered paper money for the afterlife, and then jumped from the height to end her life. This form of suicide shocked the local residents and sparked widespread attention throughout Hong Kong. Upon hearing about her suicide, people began to question why did she choose this specific day and wear red to end her life, and what hidden story lies behind this unsettling act. Chapter 2. The Warning of the Red-Clad Ghost. Yip Siu Wan's suicide was not an isolated event. It triggered deeper fear and suspicion. Before taking her own life, she has sent out several death notices, along with paper money, claiming that she would return as a vengeful ghost to take revenge on those who wronged her. The letters mentioned, "Even in death, I will not forgive you, and you will not have peace." These statements were filled with strong vengeful intent, causing the residents to be shaken to their core. After Yip Siu Wan's death, these letters were sent to the building's management staff, security guards, and some of the residents. Upon reading these letters, the residents were filled with immense anxiety, especially with the threat that her ghost would return for revenge. The letters made people feel that Yip Siu Wan's grievance would not disappear with her death, but would instead grow stronger, turning into a powerful and vengeful spirit. The neighbors began to discuss the situation, and coupled with the area's superstitions, many people began to believe that her ghost, in the form of the red-clad woman, would return for vengeance. The fear spread rapidly, and the residents speculated if it was truly the restless ghost causing mischief. Chapter 3. The Nightmare of Ming House begins. After the suicide, Ming House entered a cycle of panic. Less than 10 days later, another suicide occurred in the same building. This woman's death mirrored Yip Siu Wan's in every way. She also jumped from the same floor, and her death was almost identical in location and manner to Yip Siu Wan's. This eerie coincidence only strengthened the belief that the Red-Clad Ghost was seeking revenge, further deepening the fear among the residents. In the following months, various paranormal events related to the Red-Clad Ghost were reported. Residents claimed to hear loud thuds from below at night, as though someone had jumped from the building. However, when they rushed to investigate, there was no one to be found. This phenomena persisted, making people feel as though they were trapped in a never-ending nightmare. Some residents reported seeing a woman in red clothing on the back stairs, only for her to disappear suddenly, as though she passed through the walls. Such sightings and strange occurrences became more frequent and inexplicable, leaving the residents feeling as though they could never escape this mental torment. These rumors eventually transformed into the eerie legend of Ming House. Chapter 4: The Pursuit of the Vengeful Ghost and the Chain Reaction of Death. The suicides in Ming House created a chain reaction of fear and helplessness within the community. Within 2 years after Yip Siu-wan's suicide, 6 more suicides occurred in Ming House. Some of the victims weren't even residents of the building, but came from other areas specifically to take their own lives. Each death occurred in almost the same location and manner as Yip Siu-wan's, making it impossible to explain this as mere accidents. The residents slowly began to believe that these deaths were the result of the vengeful Red-Clad Ghost. Even those who didn't want to believe the rumors couldn't escape the growing anxiety from the continual tragedies, and their belief in the Red-Clad Ghost grew stronger. The residents believed that the ghost had not found peace but was still seeking revenge. Some residents, unable to bear the pressure, chose to move away from Yao Oi Estate, leading to a significant population turnover. More residents opted to leave what was once their home, and the fear reached its peak. This series of unfortunate events not only caused spiritual disturbances but also created emotional burdens for the residents. Chapter 5: Religious Ceremonies and Deliverance. Faced with the continuous supernatural events and deaths, the residents, though uncertain whether the Red-Clad Ghost was truly responsible, became increasingly anxious about the inexplicable fear. They decided to seek solace through religious ceremonies to appease the spirit of the Red-Clad Ghost. Initially, the residents invited a priest to conduct a short-term ritual to pray and burn incense in hopes of guiding the spirits. However, these rituals didn't immediately show results. Some residents even reported hearing more sounds of people jumping or seeing the red-clad woman after the rituals, leading some to wonder if their incorrect ceremonies had angered the spirit. As a result, more experienced priests were invited, and the rituals became more formal and long-term. The priests conducted several days of prayers and ceremonies, hoping to comfort the spirits and ease their resentment. This process not only included the red-clad woman, but also sought to address the lonely spirits throughout the entire building. For many residents, these rituals provided psychological comfort and relief, allowing them to live peacefully again, even though the supernatural events did not cease completely. Chapter 6: Why Red? The Truth Behind the Suicide. In Hong Kong's folklore, women who commit suicide while wearing red are regarded as the most powerful vengeful spirit. These red-clad ghosts symbolize extreme resentment and unresolved pain, and such spirits are believed to be more dangerous than others. According to the Chinese theory of yin and yang and the 5 elements. Red represents fire, which is a yang color that clashes with the water element of ghost. This clash allows the red-clad ghost to transcend the boundaries of death, becoming a powerful force of vengeance. As for Yip Siu Wan's suicide, reports suggest that she suffered from depression and had long been disturbed by noise from her neighbors. According to the reports, she had repeatedly reported the issue to the building's security and community committee, but nothing was done. These unsolved problems caused her mental state to deteriorate, leading her to take her own life. Ultimately, Yip Siu Wan's suicide was not caused by a single factor, but rather a combination of emotional, psychological, and environmental pressures. Cherish life and never give up on yourself.
I'm Kim. Please subscribe, like, and share. And stay with me. You will never face the dark unknown.